In the NBA, trades can build dynasties or tear them apart. Teams swap players, picks, and even their future, all for a shot at a championship. Take Shaquille O'Neal. After dominating with the Lakers, he was sent to Miami, then Phoenix, then Cleveland. Even legends aren't untouchable. Sometimes trades rewrite history, like when Kawhi Leonard was shipped to Toronto in 2018. 1 year later, the Raptors were champions for the first time ever. Superstars move, role players get shuffled, and sometimes a trade that seems small today turns into a game changer tomorrow. Loyalty? That's rare. In the NBA, trades are business, and in this business, nobody's safe. Now, we take a look at the very recent trade that happened in the shadows that completely took over and shook the entire league and the community.
So far, 61% early stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, basketball enthusiasts, and fans around the globe, welcome back to our channel. Today, we delve into a seismic shift in the NBA landscape, a trade that has left analysts, players, and supporters in utter disbelief. Yes, we're talking about the blockbuster deal that sends Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers and Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks. Let's break down the details, analyze the implications, and determine who truly won and lost in this monumental exchange. In a move that few saw coming, the Dallas Mavericks have agreed to trade their young superstar, Luka Doncic, to the Los Angeles Lakers. In return, the Mavericks receive Anthony Davis, along with guard Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round draft pick. Additionally, the Lakers acquire forward center Maxi Kleber and forward Markieff Morris. The Utah Jazz also play a role in this three-team deal, acquiring guard Jalen Hood-Schifino and two 2025 second-round picks. But before we get into winners and losers, let's rewind and look at how this insanity unfolded. To understand this move, we have to look at what was brewing behind the scenes in Dallas. Luka Doncic, as incredible as he is, has always carried question marks about his conditioning, defense, and, let's be honest, his relationship with the Mavericks front office. Reports have surfaced for years that Dallas was concerned about Luka's ability to stay at peak physical form. And if you're a team looking at handing out a $345 million Supermax extension, that's a serious risk. Add in his occasional frustrations with the organization, and it's clear things weren't all sunshine and rainbows in Dallas. Then there's the basketball side of things. Mavericks built their entire offense around Luka, and while it worked statistically, the results weren't translating into deep playoff runs. The Kyrie Irving experiment? A mixed bag. The defense? Non-existent at times. Dallas knew they needed a defensive anchor if they wanted to contend. Enter Anthony Davis. So why did Dallas pull the trigger? Simple. They believed Anthony Davis could be their missing piece. AD is still one of the best defenders in the league when healthy. He's a shot-blocking machine, an elite rebounder, and when engaged, a dominant force in the paint. Mavericks GM Nico Harrison has been vocal about his desire to build a more well-rounded roster, and Davis, at least in theory, gives them the defensive presence they desperately needed. Plus, let's talk about money. Luka was set to command the largest contract in NBA history. If you're Dallas and you're already skeptical about his long-term durability, do you really want to lock yourself into that deal? Instead, they pivot. They bring in AD, who, let's not forget, is locked into a contract but isn't as financially overwhelming as what Luka was about to demand. And while Davis has his injury concerns, when he plays, he gives the Mavericks a foundation to build around, especially defensively. Now, let's talk about the Lakers. Why would they trade away their best big man, especially when AD and LeBron won them a championship in 2020? Here's the thing. Los Angeles has been looking for the next face of the franchise, the guy to take the baton from LeBron James. And let's be real, while Anthony Davis is an elite talent, there have always been questions about whether he's truly built to be the guy. Injuries, inconsistency, and a tendency to defer in big moments. It's been a recurring theme. So when the opportunity came to swap him for a 25-year-old generational talent in Luka Doncic, the Lakers didn't hesitate. Luka in purple and gold? That's a marketing dream. That's a superstar who guarantees you'll stay relevant for the next decade. And for LeBron, it's a match made in heaven. Luka can take the offensive burden off LeBron's shoulders, run the show, and create a lethal 1-2 punch. The Lakers had a chance to get younger and secure their future, and they took it. As expected, the entire NBA world erupted when the trade was announced. Fans, analysts, and players took to social media to express their shock, excitement, and skepticism. Most of them expressed their disbelief, with some players even went as far as claiming that Shams Charania's account got hacked or his phone was stolen. Fans were just as divided. Some Lakers fans were celebrating what they saw as the ultimate win-now move, while Mavericks fans were mourning the departure of their franchise cornerstone. ESPN and sports talk shows went into a frenzy debating whether this deal was smart or disaster waiting to happen. All right, so who won the trade? Let's break it down. Winners, the Lakers. Anytime you can get a player like Luka Doncic in his prime, you do it. He immediately becomes the new face of the franchise, and LA remains a title contender for years. This is given the fact that Luka will stay conditioned and healthy. Luka Doncic. He gets a fresh start, a bigger market, and a chance to play with one of the greatest ever in LeBron James. Losers, Mavericks fans. Losing Luka is gut-wrenching. No way around it. It's a massive gamble to build around AD instead. Anthony Davis. Let's be honest, going from LA to Dallas is a downgrade in terms of market, legacy, and prestige. Can he carry this team? That remains to be seen. And given the fact that Davis is 32, he's probably have 6 or 7 more years in the bag, if he stays healthy. If not, then he probably have 5 more years. Taking into account his history with injuries, I think the 5-year time frame is more than likely the case. While AD would get the chance to play his natural position, a power forward, it's still very risky for the Mavs to make such a daring move. We get it. We get the main reason why they pulled the trigger and made the move that shook the entire NBA and the community. But with that, they now have an aging roster of stars in Kyrie, Klay, and AD to try and contend. Here's some of my hot takes from this one shocker of a trade. Risk versus reward for Dallas. Trading a 25-year-old MVP candidate like Luka Doncic for a 31-year-old Anthony Davis is a high-risk move. While Davis provides elite defense, his injury history makes this trade a gamble for Dallas. Doncic is in his prime, and his potential is through the roof, so moving him for a player with health concerns raises questions about the long-term payoff. If Davis stays healthy, the Mavericks could see immediate success, but the risk of him missing time is always looming. Lakers' championship window. The Lakers' acquisition of Doncic could extend their championship window as LeBron nears the end of his career. Doncic takes on a larger offensive role, potentially lightening LeBron's load. However, their ball-dominant playing styles might clash, requiring careful management to ensure they complement each other. The Lakers will also face challenges with salary cap space and building a roster around their new duo. But if they can make it work, they remain contenders. Financial implications. Dallas's decision to trade Doncic instead of offering him a supermax extension raises questions about the franchise's long-term financial strategy. By moving Doncic, they avoid committing to a massive contract, but risk losing a young superstar with the potential to carry the team for years. While the trade might give Dallas flexibility to rebuild or retool around Davis, there's the danger of not investing in homegrown talent, which could affect the team's future and fan base loyalty. This trade is one of the most polarizing moves in recent NBA history. Some say it's a win-win, others believe one side got fleeced. In conclusion, this trade underscores the unpredictable and dynamic nature of the NBA. Fans from both franchises will be eagerly watching how these changes unfold on the court. One thing's for sure, though, this will reshape the NBA for years to come. But now, we want to hear from you. Did the Mavericks make a mistake? Are the Lakers now title favorites? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insane NBA breakdowns. Until next time, Hoopheads, stay locked in.
Shams, how did this deal materialize?
This deal materialized in the shadows. This came out of nowhere. This is maybe the most stunning trade, definitely that I've been a part of in recent NBA history, as far as it was never clearly out there. And you saw two teams in Rob Pelinka with the Lakers, Dallas Mavericks, Nico Harrison there, doing this deal. And I'm told Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, the players, coaches, a lot of people on both sides with the Mavericks and Lakers had no idea. I can assuredly tell you it's a fact. LeBron James had no idea this was coming. Anthony Davis had no idea this was coming. I'm told Luka Doncic is still stunned about this trade.